And here is the Luke Skywalker Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope saber. It is a very faithful recreation of the original prop. In fact, it should be what's the word I'm looking for? It should be completely screen accurate. Apparently I didn't clean it very well, sorry. It should be completely screen accurate, not made out of the exact same parts, obviously, because it's shrunken down, but you can see all the really interesting little bits and baubles that there are on it. There's little greebles and doodads and a little Graflex clamp, and anyway, it's cool. It's just enough of a combination of busy to be interesting, but not too busy to be irritating. This button even pushes in. I don't know if I can demonstrate it. Boing, boing. It doesn't do anything, but it springs back out. That's cool. Holy crap, that moves. It actually comes out all the way. I wonder if that's supposed to be glued on there. Great, I'm breaking my super rare, hard to find toys. I have no idea if this is rare, hard to find at this point. Pretty sure this lever does not move though. But anyway, it's got the bubble strip, which, anyway, we don't need to talk about that. There it is. Return of the Jedi, sorry. A New Hope lightsaber. Now, Luke Skywalker used the same lightsaber in Empire Strikes Back. In fact, he only used this in that one scene with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then he never used it again, unless I'm horribly mistaken. In Empire was the first time we saw Luke actually wield the lightsaber in any sort of useful manner, in which he cut off the arm of a helpless, defenseless Wampa that was just trying to eat its dinner. You'll notice that it's different. This switch dealie is on the opposite side. It's also different. It looks like leads off of a circuit board rather than the little bubble. The clip is a much larger thing. The grips have screw holes, or rivets, I guess, notched out and stuck into them. On the back it has the same, and on the emitter it has the same little rabbit ears that are of a springy variety. It has the same little, I think one of the visual dictionaries called these little pins, charge ports. It's got the same button. They're both spring-loaded. This one has a little extra dealie coming down off there. And instead of this light thing, it's got another button. Now, why is it different? I don't know. Well, okay, the practical reason is that I'm pretty sure this prop was lost or was disassembled and not kept track of, and so when they went to make Empire, they had to recreate it, and they didn't have all the things. Maybe they didn't have good references. They must have had good references at some point, because we can make replicas of it now. But for whatever reason, it's slightly different. I can accept an in-universe explanation that maybe Luke tinkered with it as he was learning how to use it and decided he liked the switch better on the other side, and I don't know. But if we were to take a second and look at this lightsaber off to the side, this is the Episode 3 Anakin Skywalker saber, which in theory should be the same as this, because this is the one that Obi-Wan picked up after their duel at the end of the film and then presumably gave to Luke 20 years later. Again, differences. This one's I don't know, the shininess of it makes it seem more polished. This looks like a scratch-built thing, which is what it was, whereas this was a custom-machined, computer-designed device. I do like this switch, though, that presumably would slide up and down, or a rocker. But it's like the Empire one in that the switch is on that side. It goes back to just a copper dealie. This is an actually custom machined emitter part now with a little rod in there, whereas this was bits from the actual Graflex flash, I believe. So that bothers me. I mean, why would Obi-Wan completely disassemble it and remake it out of different parts before he gave it to Luke? That doesn't make any sense. And it's got the new prequel style belt clip instead of just a regular old C clip. Weird. But it also gives me the opportunity to own 3 variations of the same thing, which I always like to have. Now, returning to Luke's lightsabers, we've got the Jedi saber, which I think I already looked at in the Obi-Wan review because it resembles that one significantly, with the weird pommel and the grenade thing and the narrow neck and the funny emitter. The only thing even remotely like Luke's previous lightsabers are that it's got some big switch housing off to one side. But anyway, there you have the 3 Luke Skywalker lightsabers as used in the films, and Anakin's lightsaber.